well, to my knowledge and my memory, because I've been going there, you know, for at various points since I was a teenager, it was a much more like kind of rough and tumble place, you know, where surly bartenders with bad attitudes and like the little change things and trays of draft, you know, like, and anybody basically. It was a very varied, so I mean, interesting place, right? And I think then what kind of happened was they went through some changes with the smoking ban. The business dropped off. They did some renovations, but I think when I started playing there, it still had a lot of vestiges of that sort of its older identity, and I think it's evolved into more of a pub type environment, you know. So I mean, it's definitely changed. The business has gotten way busier. Like when I started playing there, you know, it was very slow. Like the nights that I would play, they got me because they were slow nights and they were looking for ways to beef it up. So within a couple of years, they became a lot busier, and eventually to the point it's at now, which is pretty much full throughout the summer and then reasonable throughout the winter, you know. So I mean, those aspects have changed. If you're often playing to similar crowds in the same room, I mean, they do change, but you know, a lot of what happens there is based on regulars coming back to the show. You're faced with a different challenge, so you have to kind of, you know, find ways of doing the same material in spontaneous, sort of with a spontaneous energy, so that it doesn't become boring to you or to the audience. I mean, if you're bored, you know, the audience is going to get bored, right? So you have to. That's the challenge. And I found, as a musician, I realized that, you know, like even when you're doing the same material, you're like, it's an improvisational situation, you know, where you're trying to find different ways of, or you find a way that fits the moment, you know. Stay pure. No, I don't know. Like, I studied music in college, so I mean, I think for me to give a message to university students would be a bit presumptuous, but I did hang out here a lot, you know, which gives me something, but I think the only thing I could say is what I would say to anybody, and what's been my sort of experience is do what you want to do. Like, you know, I'm sure people are in university for a lot of different reasons, but it is your life. Show's coming up on the 29th at the Laugh, is going to be the 10th anniversary. I think we might have mentioned that. All are welcome. It's going to be a fun night. Any anniversary show I've done there, and I don't think I've done one since the 4th anniversary, has been overflowing. We kind of forgot about it for a few years there, but so do come. It's going to be good, and I think, you know, the right kind of energy will be there.